Now the inverse property. Inverse means what? Opposite direction. Opposite. So 1 over 2 is the same as we write numbers in linear. That's where the inverse property comes in. This fraction, I want the term to be in linear form, not fraction but linear, horizontal. Are you okay? So I write what? 2 raised to the power negative 1. This is power 1 already. Do you understand? So if I'm moving this one to join that, it means this is 1 over 2. So this is coming. This is already there. So if any term is joining another term, you know that there is multiplication between them. You know that. So the 2 comes. Because the power is positive, when it crosses the border, it becomes what? Negative. So this coming from the as a denominator to join a numerator is just like crossing a border, crossing the equal sign. They are similar. You are joining me. There must be an identity for you to show that you're a foreigner, you're a stranger, alien. Do you understand? So if your power is negative, when you join me, the power is what? Positive, and vice versa. Take note of that. So that's all about inverse proportion. This 1 times anything is the same thing. That's why it is like that, right? So look at this. 1 over this is that 27 raised to the power negative 1. Because the power here is 1. This one. Can you see this one? 5 over 81. The 5 over 81, 5 is already there. So it is joining times 81 raised to the power what? Negative 1. Now watch here. 1 over 3 to the power negative this. This means 1 is already there. Remember, you are joining me, so times 3 to the power. Because I'm negative down, when I'm joining you, I become what? Positive. 1 times anything is the same, and that's why we have this. But watch carefully. If I have this one, let's say a power negative 5 divided by b power 7. If I join this, it becomes what? A power negative 7, he was power already, times b power negative 7, as we have done already. On the other hand, if we exchange position, our power doesn't change. So if this one is like this, b comes up, power 7. A comes down, power negative 5. Our powers don't change. Why? We have just exchanged position. You took over my space, I also took over your space. So nobody has joined anybody. Nobody's alien. It's an exchange we have done. I've compensated you, so you don't claim I'm a stranger. So if you swap positions, they maintain their powers. Take note of this. Very, very important. Very important. But when one joins the other, the power changes. So if this one is like this, for instance, if the numerator is coming to join the denominator, what does it mean? Because b, sorry. Now, leaving here, there's times 1, invisible times 1. Do you understand? So it becomes, let me write it at the right hand side. So check the right hand side over here. Let me use different color so that I can see it well. Good. So now, if it happens to be like this, a to the power negative 5 over b to the power 7. So if a wants to come down as a denominator, it means it will remain 1 on top. Because there's invisible times 1 here. Are you aware of that? So it cannot be 0. It's 1. Right? Then we can b to the power 7 multiplied by a to the power negative 5. But because it's joining this one changed to what? Positive. So b to the power 7 times a to the power 5. That becomes the relative. So if you are joining me as a stranger, your power changes to state that you are a stranger. But if you are exchanging positions, then no wahala. Nobody is taking over from anybody. Therefore, we maintain our own natural powers. Now, the next thing is exponential equations. That means powers of numbers in the form of equation. And what it means that when the bases are the same, it means the powers must also be the same. So when the bases are the same, equate the powers and solve, as you can see. In the same manner, if the powers are also the same, it means the bases must also be the same. Therefore, equate the basis and solve. So check the one that you can make equal or the same, then you equate the other side. So if the basis can be equal, make it equal and what? Solve the powers. If the powers can also be made equal, then make it equal and solve the basis. And your calculator is there to save your life. You know it. Paper 2, you work towards it. So let's see how it works. Let's continue over here.